Good morning, my fellow Americans. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I just wanted to address my people before we finally give over the keys to Sleepy Joe and Camel Hair. I had a few questions, just a few questions, that I wanted to ask my American patriots and fellow countrymen and women, if we're allowed to still say that. I'm not even sure. Anyway, we're taking live chat requests and we're going to answer questions. I had a bit of a question myself that I'm going to be asking people, and I would hope for an answer as well. What the hell happened in the election? How is it possible that a guy who's sitting in his basement can get 80 million votes and not talk to anybody, just put a complete cushion over his ears and go la 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 la, and then win an election? I think that's crazy. I think it's just crazy. Do you think it's crazy too? You probably do. If you didn't think it was crazy, you wouldn't be here. Terrific. I had a question about I wanted to grab your attention about something that's been very near and dear to my heart. Okay? If you're not aware of it, well, let me enlighten you, okay? In the election, there was some fraudulence, some malfeasance, and other big words. Let me look in my book. Hold on, hold on. Let's see here. We got, there was bullshit. I think that's the word we were looking for. Bullshit. Some shady bullshit going on. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the fellows in the news media want to paint me like some kind of evildoer, okay? And I'm trying to whip them into shape. It's very simple. You just whip it, okay? You whip it good. And that's how you get them into shape. I wanted to just talk about something really quick that kind of bothered me. Okay, I don't know if it bothers you, but let's just take a look at this video real quick. I want to watch a video with you, and I just want your reaction real quick, okay? I just want you to take a look at it with me, and see if you're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing, okay? It seems to be very clear, very clear. Remember, you can always jump in the chat, and you can talk to me live, because yes, this is really happening. Okay, hold on. We're gonna work our magic here. Fellow Americans, we need to come together. You know, I mean, the violence, while it can be fun, okay, it's kind of fun to poke somebody in the nose every now and again, but we just can't do that. Okay, we're not supposed to do that. Alan Stoltz, what are you doing, buddy? You still playing that guitar? Terrific. That guy was pretty good. He was pretty good. I heard of a gentleman, Stevie Ray Vaughan, who played a little bit better, but I don't know how much. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good player. I want to take a look at this video here real quick, and I just want to open it up and see if you guys are seeing the same thing I am, okay? Hello, Tanya. What's going on, girlfriend? I don't know if you know this, but this election was rigged and stolen. And I plan on proving it as soon as I can get to my page that I'm looking for. Okay? Do you think it's ironic when you search for DuckDuckGo on Google? Okay, there it is. All right, real quick, I'm just going to add a quick little video that I want you guys to see and take a look at. And hopefully you guys can see the same thing I am. And if not, then maybe just answer the question of like, what's going on? What's the real deal? You know what I mean? Because it's getting to be a little bit crazy, okay? People are getting crazy out there. They're getting nuts. And I don't think that's a good thing. I don't want violence, you know. We don't want violence. But if you must, you must. Anyway, I'm going to play this video for you real quick. And I want you to just take a look at the numbers here. We're going to start in Pennsylvania and we're going to end in Pennsylvania. And I just want you to take a look here real quick.
Are to be decided, and that would push, you know, and again, if you come at this from a Republican perspective, I did Joe Biden's math to get him up. Donald Trump's leading here, he's leading here, he's leading here, here. We expect him to win here. That's his. This one's interesting. We expect him to get this, and these normally would be Trump states out here, and Alaska. So, again, we're open to being surprised. But if it plays out in a traditional map, that's where we're going to be. That's where we'll be as we go to the West Coast, somewhere in that ballpark. It's not an exact science, but somewhere in that ballpark, looking at Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and maybe Iowa, and the one more congressional district there.
Okay, let's hold on a second. Let's just hold on 1 second here, okay? Hold the phones. I don't know if you guys noticed in the beginning of the video. If you looked at Pennsylvania, Trump had 1,690,000 votes and some change, and Biden had 1,250,000 some odd votes and some change. Let's go back and just let's take a look at that real quick. Hold on. Here's the numbers here. 1,670,000. But let's go back to the beginning of the tape. Pennsylvania. 1,690,589, and then we go about 40 seconds in. Let's take a look. Pennsylvania, 1,670,631. Okay, now you could think, well, that's just fake news. That's fake news, okay? Because clearly they doctored the video. They had to have doctored the video. They did this. They did that. They did the other. But let's take a look right here at the timestamp, okay? 50 minutes until the polls close, okay? All right? And then let's take a look at the earlier sign here in just a moment. Let's see. All right, let's go back. So this is 50 minutes until the polls close. At the beginning of the tape, we're at 51 minutes until the polls close. We're both in Pennsylvania. Now, they may have doctored that video pretty well, but they paid attention to the timestamp, and they were clear on taking votes away. Now, I want to know, if you look at the difference between the 1,690,000 and the 1,670,000, you'll see that there's a difference of 19,958 votes. Now, let's go back real quick, and we're going to take a look, okay, at Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe's numbers, okay? Here we are at the beginning of the video. He has 1,690,000. I have 1,690,000. He's got 1,252,000.
From a Republican perspective,
okay, let's skip ahead here until we get back to Pennsylvania.
Right now, that we're going to have.
This is the way the map looks right now. We're at 1,670,000 for Trump, which is a difference of 19,958 votes. Now, if you'll notice here, you'll see that Sleepy Joe has gone up 1,272,495. And it's incredible because I'll tell you this, folks. That's a difference of 19,958. Okay? So a total difference of 19,958 votes were taken from yours truly, and they were given to Sleepy Joe. And there was a difference of about 45,000 votes at the end of the night. And when you subtract 20,000 from me and 20,000 from Sleepy Joe, you get about 40,000. So that accounts for many of them. I'm not blaming anyone, okay? I'm not trying to cause anyone to feel blame, okay? But here's what we know. Here's the things that we know. Number one, okay? You can't find this video unless you scroll and scroll and scroll through Google. It's the first video available when you go to DuckDuckGo, and you can punch in the same search words, okay? We also know that this was not doctored video. This really happened right before our eyes. We also know that it happened in Georgia as well, okay? We know that it happened in the gubernatorial race of 2019 in Kentucky, okay? And listen, even if it's false, where's the explanation? Well, we went to Reuters, okay? After we searched on Facebook and found the video, and Reuters told us it was fake news. Fake news. Completely fake news, okay? But they didn't give an explanation why it was fake news. They just gave us the big runaround and told us, well, there's analysts that take a look at this, so you should be happy with that. Well, a lot of people are not happy with that, okay? We're not happy with analysts or or whatever you want to call them, okay? They're people just like you and me, and they're not good people, okay? Not good people. Let's switch gears here for a moment. Let's try to take this into perspective, okay? You can't find the video on Google. It's very easy to find on DuckDuckGo and other search engines. This video is not being told by the mainstream media, okay? It's not being shared anywhere. There's only a couple of thousand views on YouTube for it. And it's because if you bring it up, you're a right-wing conspiratorist, and you're a theorist of conspiracies, and it's a bad thing to be. I just think that we ought to take a look at it, okay? I mean, it's there, you know? And if nobody's going to acknowledge it, then why? That's all I'm asking, is why? Why will no one acknowledge it on the right or the left? And if you do, you're crazy, okay? Listen, I would throw a ton of money at this if I had to. I would just throw the money at it. Cha-ching, baby. Cha-ching. Just throw it out there. Spend, spend, spend. Spend, spend, spend. But instead, that's what the Democrats want to do with your money to places like Pakistan so we can find out if boys have a penis and girls have a vagina. Terrific. Terrific. Well, you can look it up for yourself. Go to DuckDuckGo, okay? Try to find these videos for yourself. They're very easy to find unless you go to Google, okay? Unless you go to don't go to Google. Go to DuckDuckGo and try and find the CNN vote flip video, and you will find CNN capturing video of votes flipping live before your very eyes. And who are you going to believe, huh? Your politicians telling you it didn't happen, or your very eyes? Well, don't be crazy, people, okay? Don't be crazy. Listen, it's time for me to head on out of here. I've got one more day to go. The moving vans are here, and I've got to go back to my planet. But I want you to know it's been a terrific time being your American human president. And as we hand over the keys to Sleepy Joe and future President Kamala Harris, because we pretty much know Camel Hair is going to be pushing Biden down a staircase any day now. That guy needs to get a tasting expert, making sure that his meals are tested before he gets into the White House kitchen, if you know what I mean. Well, this is your Trumper. It's been a blast. We'll see you in 2024, people, because we're not done. Out.